Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Generation. Today we are going to meet up with an ambitious, active young guy, Ulamsaikhan Otgon. Ulamsaikhan is a marketing manager at Nito Tech as well as a public speaking coach at Absolute School of English. He was also selected to serve on the General Legal Council at JCI Mongolia. He taught himself English, going from a beginner level to getting an IELTS score of 7 in just 1 year. His main hobby is debating, and he became an Asia-Pacific debate champion in 2021. This morning, as usual, we can find Otgon at Black Ocean, a coffee shop in Ulaanbaatar.
Hi everyone who watches MNB World from every corner of the world. My name is Ulamsaikhan. I am first Asia-Pacific debating championship from Mongolia and also full-time marketing manager.
Please tell us a bit more about your morning routine.
I'm not really an early bird, I really start my day at 10 or 11 and goes to my work and start working on the stuff like social media content, all that stuff. And also I'm not really that much of a coffee person, but at this place, the coziest place in town, in my opinion, Black Ocean, and at that spot I really enjoy coffee, but it's not really that usual or something.
Otgon is very active. In the morning, he exercises at a CrossFit club. He has been interested in debating since an early age. He believed that being able to converse in English was the most important skill in becoming a good debater, so he improved his English language skills in just 1 year, studying on his own. He is patient and hardworking. Stay with us to learn more about this young man enjoying life to the fullest. How did you improve your English language skills?
At the first year of my college, I actually didn't know English. I was like at intermediate or just pre-intermediate level. And I started learning English through public speaking and debating. First, my goal was actually participating in World University Debating Championship and also participate in the World Public Speaking Championship, but I didn't really know English. So the first thing I really had to challenge myself was actually learning this language. And I started watching YouTube channels and unsubscribed every YouTube channel in Mongolian, and also unfollowed everyone who I follow in Instagram who speaks Mongolian. And I started following everyone, speakers in English and channels in English, all that stuff. And I just trained myself like I'm in abroad. And yeah, that's the way I have improved my English.
How many debate competitions have you participated in?
Yeah, that one is a really tough question because I really didn't count it, but it is really more than 50, I'm sure. Because the debating and public speaking, this journey actually started when I was in secondary school, and I started debating from my 9th grade. Now it's like 8 or 9 years of debating, and this journey is kind of long, and I have participated almost every competition that I have passed, and that's it.
Debate competitions have helped Otgon become a great public speaker. He practiced for the debate championship for 2 months. His team had 8 members, including 6 debaters and 2 coaches. 3 members of the team participated in the Asia-Pacific debating competition, but all of the team's members supported them while they prepared to compete. They met 6 times a week, at 6:30 in the morning and at 7 in the evening. What were your thoughts when you won the championship?
That was definitely the last one, and which is Asia-Pacific Debating Championship. And I think that is maybe the last debating championship because from the point I have started, I have always wanted to participate in international ones, championships, but I really couldn't believe it. And that came true at this August, and that was really the most memorable one, and also that was the greatest experience I have ever had with debating. So the debating, all those debatings were actually online because of COVID-19, so we couldn't actually go to Taichung. Our debating competition was held in Taiwan, and the online experience first was really unique because the other competitions I have actually came up to the stage and actually looked at the audience and also the competitors like directly. But this time I have actually looked at the camera and there was the stage also and the public speaking speech stand. But that experience looking at the camera and communicating with the camera and stuff is kind of like difficult one, but also the most memorable thing and the amazing feeling was when I knew that we became a champion. That was like, oh, that long journey, like 8 years, 9 years journey of debating and public speaking. Okay, I've done my part. That was the feeling, you know. Maybe, yeah, it can be a world championship maybe the next time, but that journey, the first international prize from Mongolia was really a huge thing and huge feeling for me, yeah.
How did you manage to improve your debating skills? Can you share your secret with us?
So, the unique method that I have used is, let's say there's a club called Toastmasters, but I was not really into Toastmasters, but the technique that people use at the Toastmasters and the program is really unique because they actually cover one topic, let's say body language or vocal variety, maybe speech structure one day, and next day covers another topic. And they actually work on specific skills in specific time and then move us on to the next skills. And at the most debating clubs in Mongolia, they actually cover all the topics every day. And they do not get most out of that time. But in those clubs, actually they work and they know how to work on their skills, and that is the technique. And also the biggest tip that I want to give people who want to improve their English and also public speaking skill in English or the debating skills, I really would like to tell that it's all about practice. So maybe there must be a unique method or something, but the only method that every person can apply is the practice. So we should actually talk or speak if you want to speak. So that's it.
Now that he has had his morning coffee, our next destination is his office.
Okay, my today's plan, first we are heading to work and working on some contents, sending newsletters and all that stuff. Next we have commercial video shooting at 1 p.m. and also meeting at Coin Hub at 2, and then heading back to work. And also we have a public speaking class at Absolute at 6 p.m. That's it.
Nito Tech is a community that unites the best technical and business talent in Mongolia and is one of the best providers of technically skilled workers in Mongolia. Many of their recruits are working in Mongolian finance.
We are right here at Nito office, so there are 3 different high-end tech companies working in the same place. So let's move on. So first place I'm going to show you is the office, the Andorian. So this company actually works on digital twin technology and they are really frontiering the Industrial Revolution 4.0 in Mongolia. And the next thing I'm going to show you is, so this is my desk and also this is Nito, HR recruitment platform. And also we work on employer branding for the companies, especially tech companies and financial companies. And also we already developed one of the most user-friendly HR platform. And this is our tech team, the guys who have developed many different technologies from Landman to Super App, all that stuff. And also there is Geru, so this is the 3rd startup that is actually working here. They work on actually creative industry. They sell artworks through online, throughout their website and also application. So 3 different startups and almost more than 40 people working in the same place, and the very creative brainstormings and also the discussions all over the place. And this is where creative ideas come up. Now we are heading to my desk. My work consists of planning and also copywriting and also video shooting and editing, all that stuff. So I am a marketing manager and I work with videographers and also my graphic designer, who's not there. So today I'm gonna send a newsletter for all my users, and almost 50,000 plus, maybe it's gonna be 20 when you watch this video, and 20,000 talents who work in tech industry, financial industry, and also the other high-end industries in Mongolia. And let's move on to my work.
Ulamsaikhan, what projects and collaborations have you been involved in before?
Before I came to Nito, I worked at different tech companies called Tomyo, Auto Shop, and also Educated.mn. So the thing I had was actually speaking, but at the workplace, one of the most important skills that every marketer should learn is actually planning and copywriting. And at Tomyo, I actually learned how to write, and at Educated.mn, I have actually started learning planning skills. So I wouldn't say I've already learned copywriting or planning really well, but I'm still learning.
What are you working on today?
So currently at my desk, now there is contents from newsletter, and also, as I mentioned, we work on employee branding contents. So at my desk right now, there's Ant Global and also Mongolian Airlines and also other tech companies. Yeah. So there's a two-way thing going on. Let's say first we actually make employee branding contents for companies. We have already worked with different companies, tens of different companies, actually giving information about this company as an employer. We create content for companies and influencing people's talents and showing them how great that employer is and all the aspects, perks and benefits that employer offers to the employees.
He has experience in making content for video presentations. His video contents are Diploma, Culture Hunt, and Educated. He continues to hone his skills for generating video content. Ulamsaikhan has been involved in many different fields. He said that he's learned to communicate with everyone in an easygoing way. He keeps improving his professional skills and is looking forward to studying abroad. What do you love most about being a marketing manager?
What I love the most about being a marketing manager is actually flexibility. So my job, the hours, and also the lifestyle is very flexible according to my work. I actually work whenever I want, and also I can really work wherever I want. And also my job requires a lot of creativity, and it challenges me every day in every second. So that is the thing I love the most about my job.
Now we're going to one of his meetings. At Nito, Ulamsaikhan has business meetings with clients and potential clients about creating branded employer content. Nito is the first company in Mongolia to specialize in employer branding. This meeting will be at CoinHub, one of his potential clients. He will talk about how Nito Tech can collaborate to highlight CoinHub to potential employees. What are you focusing on?
The call of this meeting is all about employer branding, and there are a lot of amazing employers, and they actually, people actually do know or do not know. And my job is actually how we can make those employers and those features, their perks and benefits known by the public and also the talents that are really required for those companies.
How often do you enter into client agreements?
Actually all the sales or all the agreements were made before actually I meet to those guys. And those people work with my partnership manager first, and our partnership manager done the deals, and I actually just meet how unique they are, how good they are as an employer, and that's my job. So it's not about like an agreement.
Could you tell us about some of the most challenging things you have worked on?
The most challenging task, okay, it is not about work. The most challenging thing in my life was actually long-distance relationship? It's kind of weird, you ask professional question, but I answered like personal. But it was almost 1 year, and we really did fall in love with each other. But that relationship was long-distance relationship. First, it was actually in person. Like then she moved out, and it became a long-distance one, and that years or that time was the most challenging thing that I ever faced in my life.
What fields are you most interested in?
About the field that I'm most interested in is tech. So I have worked as a marketing manager at different companies, but all in the same industry, tech industry. Technology is actually shaping the future, right? So I have shifted from ed tech to HR tech, and also some other tech companies to retail tech, and those companies had the same thing, which is really lean and strong teams, and who has really open mind, and also they are really great in terms of company culture. So that's why I'm really interested in tech, and I only work at tech companies.
His meeting is finished, and now he is on his way to Absolute School of English. Ulamsaikhan has been a public speaking coach there since 2021. What other things do you enjoy during the week?
Today we have done some social media contents on Nito social media channels and done some meetings. Now we are heading to Absolute in order to teach public speaking class. And the things I do besides work, so I do workout at CrossFit, and also I teach public speaking and debating. I'm teaching it since this January at Absolute. Before that, I have been teaching public speaking and debating since 2018 at different social media channels, different education centers.
How do you overcome stress?
When I actually stressed out, when I have burnt out, or when I'm in the situations that I'm tired, I usually play some games and also do workouts. I've already mentioned that. So let's move on to the Absolute.
Absolute School of English is going to organize a debate competition. Ulamsaikhan will judge the competition. To help young people improve their English communication skills, the event will be held in a hybrid format, both online and offline.
So there are 3 levels for learning public speaking. So the first one is beginner one. So when you are beginner, you have no control over your body. When I work at different companies, I always learn a lot of things who are supervising me. So at every company. And also when I'm teaching, I also learn from students a lot. They actually teach me when I'm wrong. They actually teach me how I can improve myself in order to become a better speaker and also a better teacher. So like I give a speech too at my classes, like examples and how they can speak, how they can express themselves better as an example. And they, when I come up to this stage, I always say, okay, you are judge now. Okay, you are going to criticize me, and you are going to give me a feedback that can be rude, that can be brutal, and so that I can improve. And I expect same mindset from my students too. So that actually makes me learn, and that also makes them learn.
Ulamsaikhan is part of the JCI General Legal Council, one of the biggest JCI chapters in Mongolia. A general legal counselor is also a member of the executive committee, which helps members and monitors adherence to JCI rules and protocols. Before becoming a general legal counselor, he was director of the We Are the Same project. We Are the Same was a project designed to address the problems faced by people with disabilities. He created videos about people with disabilities who feel excluded from many job opportunities. Thank you, Ulamsaikhan, for sharing your day with us. Well, this is where this episode of Generation comes to an end. Today, we had the chance to meet a young man who has developed himself in many ways. We have learned from our guest how important it is to be hardworking and patient. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you again in another 2 weeks.